There we are.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So, welcome to another episode of MJ and Kate. And can you hear me okay? I hope you can hear me okay.
I can hear you okay. So Michael J, I have a quick question because I don't think we ever followed up on this, and inquiring minds must know.
Okay.
How did your duck fare in the race?
And the duck race. So, I thought we had shared that, but so in the online vote, I think we were in fifth or sixth place. So
Hey,
that was pretty good. And then we didn't win the first duck or the last duck. And then in the money vote, we didn't win that either. But we gave money to charity, so
hey, that's all that matters. It
that's all that
actually,
matters.
I was cleaning out some old emails. Like for some reason, I looked in my junk email, and there was an email saying, "Don't forget to vote for us." And I was like, "Oh, I missed it." So that's why I was like, we should stop. We should
Yeah,
find
so
out. We
so it
saw
had
it
like
just
plenty of
before
days.
the vote. We didn't
Yeah,
see it after the vote.
so there was a lot going on there. Um, Speaking of duck and things that we do on a regular basis, we have a Fun Day Monday that's going on right now. And we do this the first Monday of each month. And we ask a trivia question. And if you answer the trivia question, you can be entered into a drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card. And for each person that plays the game, gets a dollar put toward the kids' food basket in their name. So that's a great charity that we're going to talk about a little bit more today. But which of these cookies is not or was not invented until 1938, making it the newest cookie on the list? So all these other cookies were made prior to 1938. And so A, is it a fortune cookie? B, an Oreo? C, chocolate chip? Or D, Fig Newton? Which of these cookies was not invented until after that? So go ahead and let us know. You can put it in today's comments if you like. Let us know where you're watching from, and just go ahead and put it down in today's comments. So.
So Michael J, will they get credit for the vote if they put it in today's comments, or do
Yeah,
they need to put
yeah.
it
If they put
newer?
it in today's comments, I will take those notes and put them in the drawing.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yep. So anybody who enters today, so
I was a lucky winner one time, so anyone can win.
anybody can win. Yeah. So
I think it was
that's
like
the big
did
S
you
of
start
lights
doing
here.
it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I don't know. It was
I think we've been
it was
doing
a
it.
long
Well,
time
I've
ago.
only been working for Speaker Real Estate for 2 years, so that's probably when you started hearing about
Yeah,
it.
so that's when I won, was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So, oh, you also won a pizza thing too. That was
Yes,
separate.
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And it was BC's Pizza, and it was delicious. And Michael J
Yes.
had it specially delivered.
Yep, that was it. So, um, so yeah, let us know down in the comments, even if you're watching after the fact, where you're watching from, and so we'll do that. So today's show, we are talking about paper bags.
Everyone's favorite subject. Woohoo! Paper bag. I
Paper
was gonna put a
bags.
paper bag over my head, but
Yeah.
I left my paper bags at home, like my
Oh,
big
the
ones.
big
So,
ones. The big ones.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we should have
paper
started the
bags.
show that way, right?
I know. Wouldn't that, everyone would be creeped out, like, what is going
Well,
on?
millions of people use paper bags every day, and they're readily recyclable. Paper bags have been around for many, many years. An American inventor actually received credit for the patent of the first bag.
Hi, Michael J.
Hey, um, first paper making bag machine in 1852, and another paper bag inventor, William. Received his patent July 12th of 1859, and he designed to cut the paper bags in such a way that they were ready to fold. But it wasn't until 1870 that Margaret E. Knight became known as the mother of the grocery bag. So after she designed the square flat bottom bag and the machine that would fold and paste them in 1870.
Oh,
So yay women. But she
it,
was probably the one shopping, right? So she
it was, yeah. She's like, this. We need a better solution.
better so
Okay.
get something to so that we could put our groceries in.
Yes. Yes.
So not only do we carry our groceries in paper bags, we carry lunches in them, like you mentioned earlier, and they come in handy for all kinds of super things in a number of ways. So, um, how we're going to tie this bag into the kids' food basket. The kids' food basket, who's our charity of choice for Speaker Real Estate, is we decorate bags that we provide the sack suppers for the kids. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull up a little video here and we'll watch that about the
My typical
sack
day
suppers.
would be first thing in the morning, working with our volunteers, getting food together and made up into bags, repacking food items into single serving sizes, and getting sack suppers to schools. And then in the evenings, I'd work to figure out financial resources, to write grants, phone calls to volunteers for the next day. It took a tremendous amount of tenacity and a tremendous amount of grit. Yeah. And one of our teachers was doing a home visit, and it was a family that was really struggling with poverty and really struggling with resources. And she noticed that her second grader, he had decorated bags taped up above his bed area or around where he slept. And they were taped all up on the wall, like rows of decorated bags. And she said, "Oh, those are your decorated bags. Why did you keep those?" And he said, "Because they're mine." And it's just a cool story about like how we were receiving incredible feedback, and the data, both anecdotal as well as qualitative and quantitative data, proved we were making an impact. There's significantly less sicknesses in the classroom, less behavioral issues, and significantly higher test scores. That drove us to continue to grow. And we knew the only way we would be able to continue to scale to meet this need was to create an engine of volunteerism. After working
So that's just a little bit of some of the stuff that's going on there at Kids Food Basket, and it's quite an operation if you haven't had the opportunity to see it in motion. And there are plenty of volunteer opportunities for you to be a part of the kids food basket. And so all you need, one of the best ways to volunteer, you can volunteer from home, and you just need some do you say crayons? Is that what you say? Is that how you say
Crayon.
crayons? Okay. I always called them crayons, but I don't know why. I don't know why. So, and then some sacks, right? And then you can go and uh, decorate from home. This is also great around the holidays, especially Thanksgiving coming up in the fall or Christmas when you have lots of family members around. You need something for the kids to do. Just gets out some crayons, right? And Crayolas. Get out some Crayolas and and some paper bags and let the kids decorate away, and they can write messages to the kids other than anything religious or political due to the fact they go to public schools. So other than that, you can draw any kind of picture, write any kind of thing. You can also write in Spanish as well. So if you can look up a couple of Spanish phrases and just look up those, because some of the kids um, English is not their first language. But all these sack suppers are available for the kids to have a meal in the evening because they get lunch at school. So this way they're nourished for the evening. So
If you're a small business owner who offers professional services, sometimes kids have to come to the meetings with their parents. So that's another great opportunity, is just having bags available with crayons at your office so that you can talk to the mom and the dad while they're learning, say, about insurance, because most people don't know anything about insurance, or when they're buying a house, they think they know everything, but they actually need an advisor. So they need to listen to the advisor. And if you have some bags out that are ready for coloring, then you can accumulate a collection and then take them to the food basket too. So it's a very easy way for small business owners to give back without necessarily using all of their time, but they're providing a service to their clients by providing that distraction for the kids that have to come to those meetings. I don't know
that's
about you,
awesome.
Michael J., but
Yeah.
when kids come to the meetings, sometimes it's hard, right?
It is hard. It is hard. Yeah. So, my kids and I went down to Kids Food Basket right as a pandemic started, and delivered a huge amount of bags. And so I'm going to play that video where we went down there. And if you're paying attention, you can see Kason making all kinds of faces. So.
Hi, Michael J. Williams with Speaker Real Estate, and we are here at the Kids Food Basket, and we brought in some bags for that were decorated both at our bowling events and at a more recent event for the Kids Food Basket. During this time of the coronavirus, a lot of schools in the Michigan area have closed, and some of the kids that are most vulnerable, that rely on lunches that eat at schools, are going to rely more on the Kids Food Basket. So we are here to support those kids in need and that need some of the support. Feel free during this time to get a hold of the Kids Food Basket and come on down and volunteer. Speaker Real Estate will be offering a volunteer opportunity coming up in April, so keep your eye out on that in our newsletter. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.
So we'll be
You're
doing.
the family right there.
Thanks. So I gotta bring this in a little bit, because when you have this wide view right over here, to I guess my right or left, where you see the blue wall, my mom says I need a plant. So I said,
That's why we need mom to watch the video, because moms know.
Mom said I need a plant in there. But what mom doesn't know, I think I told her, is that eventually, I don't know, we're 26 episodes in, I'm supposed to have a green surround so I can have a virtual background, but I haven't got there yet.
One day, Michael J.
One day. One day. So so I have some things that you can do with bags after the fact. But what else did you want to share about bags?
Well, so kind of along the theme with giving back to the community, Farm Bureau does, as agents, we do what's called the Agent Charitable Fund. And all the agents in the state of Michigan contribute to this fund because it is our mission as well to eradicate hunger in Michigan. And in the video that Michael J. shared earlier with Kids Food Basket, they did kind of talk about with hunger causes low test scores and things like that. So if we can eradicate hunger, then our whole state as a whole will be able to be prosperous. And Farm Bureau is uniquely positioned because we partner with the farming community. A lot of our clients are farmers, and they have the resources, the food, and those types of things to be able to work directly with those schools. And we also have a grant through the Agent Charitable Fund, $5,000, up to $5,000 every 2 months. And we do give a grant to Kids Food Basket. I want to say, and it's all sponsored by us as local agents. So in order to qualify for one of those grants, you do have to connect with your local Farm Bureau agent in your area. And I do have a video to share just a little bit about what it is. And let's see if I can be as tech savvy as Michael J.
So while Kate's pulling up her video, we'll go ahead and watch it here.
When we're talking about ways we could make an impact, the numbers are staggering. And as a business, when you want to do something to help your community, this just made sense. We want to eradicate hunger, and we want to do it now.
It's no secret, our field force is made up of an amazing group of individuals who on their own have given of themselves for their communities. This gives us the opportunity to do it together as one, a united group focused on a specific cause.
Opportunities. We need to help people better themselves so that one day they don't have to wonder where their next meal is from. They don't have to wait or rely on others because they'll have the means to do it themselves.
It started as a simple question. What can Farm Bureau agents do together to make an impact? We see the despair in our communities. We hear the stories on the news. We hear about the needs of local families, even unpaid lunches in our schools. Sometimes we hear nothing at all. We just see the effects. This has to stop. This is Michigan, our home. We're not going to stand by and watch this happen. We're going to do something about it.
Listen, we're not just looking to write a check. This is about us deciding to make an impact, developing resources that can actually be turned into actionable items, providing opportunity for families and for children to succeed, and seeing it through. This is about us taking action and finding a solution to end hunger in Michigan.
So Michael J., you expected me to struggle with the screen share as I have in weeks past. I had it queued and ready to go.
Yeah, I've seen that we have some people over on LinkedIn. It doesn't show up here at the top, but on my other screen, it's showing we got a couple people over at LinkedIn watching. So if you're watching at LinkedIn, go ahead and comment down where so that we can know that where you're watching from. And we're talking today again about paper bags. And so walk us through a little bit more about that video we just watched.
Sure. So the Agent Charitable Fund, it is a fund that was started by Farm Bureau agents and because of the need for the food insecurities in Michigan. And Kids Food Basket does great work, right, locally here in Grand Rapids. And actually it's Kent County, right, for Kids Food Basket. But the Agent Charitable Fund was a group of agents, started by a group of agents who were aware of the problem and what could we do to be the solution. It's not just about writing a check. I mean, finances are great, but it's how do we engage in the communities that we own these businesses in? How can we support and encourage the families in a more tangible way, giving them access to resources and things like that. And so when we started talking about the whole paper bag day and, how Kids Food Basket is a really integral part to our local community, what are other ways that people can get involved? And the Agent Charitable Fund is something that I'm passionate about. I grew up in a small rural community up north, and we're actually the #1 county in the state with poverty issues and kids food insecurities up in Montmorency County. And that's just devastating. Like, to know that the town that I grew up in has more kids going hungry every day than anywhere else in the state. And so the Agent Charitable Fund, we reach throughout even the Upper Peninsula to make sure that kids are getting the food that they need. And if you want to get involved with the Agent Charitable Fund, if you want to get a grant for your local organization that does help with food insecurities, you can go to www.endhungerinmichigan.org, and we'll get you connected with a grant application and help your organization fight food insecurity in your local community. So yeah, that's the Agent Charitable Fund.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, in this paper bag day, we bring our groceries home, we pack our lunches in them, and how can a paper bag be used for first aid?
Interesting. I know it can be used for composting, so I'm totally flabbergasted about first aid.
It can reduce anxiety and hyperventilation. You cover your nose and your mouth with an open-ended paper bag, and you fill the bag with your breath, breathing in and out until your breath becomes normal again. So even a paper bag can be a first aid item. So Kate Landis says she puts popcorn in her bag, right?
Oh, I do. It was something my dad did when we were little. So we did stove popcorn because it's the best popcorn to ever have. And he would always take it from our big pot on the stove, tip it into the paper bag from the grocery store, pour in the melted butter, and then shake it. And that's how you can get all the butter evenly distributed on your popcorn.
And plus the bag absorbs a lot of the excess oil, so you don't have a big mess everywhere. So,
it does do that.
and we did talk about arts and crafts and things that you could make with their masks, wind socks. You got puppets. You could take a paper bag and decorate it to reuse it as a gift bag, right? And you could also ripen fruit in a gift bag. So you could put
Yes.
your avocado or whatever. Hold up one of your bags. So on the bag, right, in the top, I took a punch hole. I saw this someplace, and it went down the side of the bag and just punched holes all down the side of the bag with it folded, yeah, like that, and not on the bottom part, just in the middle, and then on both sides, right? And then you put in like your onions in one, or you put the garlic in the other, or I had one for red onions. And so when we used to keep a lot of that stuff, it would keep the onions and the garlic and the because we had one for red, one for white, and one for garlic. It would keep them from like growing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I
So
like that.
the little holes let the bag kind of breathe, and so the gases that are kind of exposed as the fruit is ripening would escape, but it'd do there. But peaches is probably the #1 thing that I use paper bags for. Ripening peaches, any kind of pitted fruit
Okay.
can go in there. So that's your avocado, that's your nectarine, that's your, think of another one. I don't know, peaches,
Yes. Plums.
plums. There you go. So, let's see what else.
So all the moms out there for gift bags, the #1 thing that not just, paper bags, right? But gift bags, don't go to a party and throw the gift bag away. There is a mom there that if you won't reuse that gift bag, me, will take that home and gladly reuse it for you. Seriously, Isaac is the only boy, well, not anymore, but he was the only boy in our family for 10, 12 years. And I would have all these like girl gift bags from all the girl cousins' birthdays, and I would reuse them, and I would have to get creative to use them as gift bags for Isaac because who wants to buy a gift bag? Just reuse them, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Oh goodness! So, I think we still have a gift bag that we've been trading back and forth with birthdays with my friend, and so whenever we had got a gift for his son, we put it in this fire truck gift bag, and then they would buy a gift for our son and put it in the same fire truck gift bag. And so I
Yes.
think it went back and forth. But knowing that we hang on to gift bags and reuse them, we probably still have that fire truck gift bag.
I love that,
although we,
Michael. Did.
although so maybe I have to send it for his like 16th birthday or something. Send him something in a fire truck gift bag, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
think
a
you
couple
need
other things you can do with the gift bags. One is clean windows. Did you know that? You instead of using paper towels, you could clean windows with your paper bag, and you use a little bit of vinegar cleaner on the windows with your paper bag, so it leaves a streak-free shine. Obviously, collect all your recyclables in the bag, and you just throw the bag out with the recyclables because you can't do that with
Okay,
plastic, right?
Let me give you a good one.
Yeah.
So when you have bottles, paper bags, so we live in Michigan, right? So there's the bottle deposit. If you put them in paper bags instead of plastic bags, it won't be nearly as gross. So I'm an advocate. If you have paper bags, people, stop putting your your pop cans in the Meyer bag. Use the paper bag. It'll save you time and hassle, and you won't peel it off of this sticky plastic bag and end up with this sticky syrup on your hand because the paper bag will collect it all. So I'm off my soapbox now.
Okay. And then here's what it says: fresh and stale bread. I don't think our bread stays around long enough to go stale.
Yeah.
But my mom used to keep a bag in the cupboard with the bread because she'd save all the ends for bread pudding back in the day when you used to make, loaves all the time, right? So that's when people would do that. Store onions and garlic, like I said earlier. Make a compost. Pack belongings. Brown paper bags can come in handy when packing for moving. Cooling cookies. I never heard this one before.
I do that.
You do that?
I do that.
Let's see.
Instead of a cookie rack, you just put it down on the paper bag.
Okay, I got to move this over. We were covering something out. Yeah, because the paper bag somehow absorbs or keeps the moisture, so the cookie's a little bit crisp.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never heard that. So that's cool. And that's the 7 things that I had about the bags.
I like it.
Here's one more. What was I thinking? Oh, a candle gets tipped over and you spill wax on the carpet.
Oh yeah, and you iron.
You iron, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have any tips for paper bags, yeah, down in the comments.
And
you can share it
paper
with us.
bags make great luminaries.
Yes. So we said something about luminary safety. Did we not?
Yes.
Put a little sand or rocks in the bottom of the bag.
Yes.
Keep it from tipping over.
One of my girlfriends, they did this for the 4th of July. They live on a lake, and so it gets really dark. There's no lights because you want to see the fireworks and all that. And so as a project, she had all the kids at their house decorate 4th of July bags and then put, they have chickens, so they put the chicken feed, the corn, the chopped up corn or whatever, and they put that in the bottom of the bag and then put the candle, but a tea light, not a real candle because candles cause forest fires. And these are kids. So, and they live on a lake with lots of woods. So they just had the little tea light fake candles and put them in the bag and lined their road so they could see their walk back up to the house.
Okay. Cool.
So Katie McComb, shout out to you if you're listening. That's what
There
they
you
did,
go.
and it was genius. I thought it was a great idea.
So we'll be back again next week. We're live, ready or not, 9 a.m. on Tuesdays. And so the following Tuesday is the 19th. And we'll be talking about those
Is that
hot
insertion?
dogs, the hot
Oh, it's
dog.
hot dog. It's hot dog day.
Yeah, so
Hot
National
dog,
Hot Dog Day.
hot diggity dog. You know what that's
So
from? Disney guy,
yeah, yeah.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I know. I don't want to. I don't want to think about it.
My kids love that show.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah. So well, it was great to see you guys. Great for
Bye.
you to see us. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you next time.